Most seniors think all seafood is healthy, but they've been dangerously misled. What if I told you that the fish sitting at number 3 on our dangerous list today contains mercury levels so high it could actually accelerate cognitive decline in adults over 60? And that's not even the worst one. Because the number 1 seafood we'll reveal today is so toxic, doctors are now linking it to increased stroke risk in seniors. Meanwhile, seniors are buying these dangerous options thinking they're making healthy choices. But here's the shocking truth. 99% of seniors don't know which seafood is silently poisoning their bodies and which ones could actually add years to their life. While you're trying to eat healthy, contaminated seafood is quietly delivering heavy metals, parasites, and inflammatory compounds that destroy your heart, brain, and joints from the inside out. In this video from Elderly Wellness Tips, we reveal the 5 worst seafoods you should never touch after 60, plus the 5 most powerful ones that can actually reverse aging damage. Stick around because the number 1 healthiest seafood might be the most overlooked healing food on the planet. And you'll find it in the most unexpected section of your grocery store. And yes, every claim in this video is backed by real published research, which you can find linked in the description below. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from and how has your energy been lately? We're reading and replying to every comment. Now, without any delay, let's begin with the 5 most dangerous seafoods that seniors should completely avoid. This first one hides in plain sight at most restaurants, but it's slowly poisoning millions of seniors without them even knowing it. Dangerous seafood number 5. King mackerel. Most seniors see mackerel on a menu and think it's a heart-healthy choice. But king mackerel is one of the most mercury-contaminated fish in our oceans. With mercury levels averaging over 0.73 parts per million, it's nearly 4 times higher than what the FDA considers safe for regular consumption by seniors. Why is this so dangerous after 60? As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at filtering toxins. Mercury accumulates in your brain tissue, where it can trigger inflammation, memory problems, and even increase your risk of dementia by up to 38%, according to a 2022 study published in Environmental Health Perspectives. The worst part, king mackerel is often mislabeled or mixed with safer mackerel varieties at restaurants and fish markets. Most seniors have no idea they're consuming one of the most toxic fish in the sea. Even a single serving can push your mercury levels into the danger zone for weeks. What makes this even more concerning is that king mackerel is often prepared fried or grilled with heavy seasonings that mask its strong fishy taste. These cooking methods add inflammatory oils and sodium that compound the damage to your cardiovascular system. If you see king mackerel, Spanish mackerel, or wahoo on any menu, walk away. Your brain and nervous system will thank you. Instead, choose smaller mackerel varieties like Atlantic mackerel, which we'll discuss in our beneficial list later. Dangerous seafood number 4. Shark. This might seem obvious, but shark meat is still sold in many grocery stores and restaurants, often disguised under names like flake or rock salmon. Shark contains some of the highest mercury concentrations of any seafood, with levels reaching up to 4.54 parts per million in some species. But mercury isn't the only problem. Sharks are apex predators, meaning they accumulate every toxin from every fish they've eaten throughout their decades-long lives. This includes PCBs, dioxins, and other industrial chemicals that can disrupt your hormone balance and increase cancer risk. A study published in Marine Pollution Bulletin found that seniors who consumed shark meat even once per month showed significantly elevated levels of neurotoxins that remained in their system for up to 6 months. These toxins specifically target the aging brain, accelerating cognitive decline and increasing the risk of Parkinson's disease. Even more disturbing, shark meat is often processed with ammonia to reduce its natural fishy odor, adding another layer of chemical exposure that seniors' bodies struggle to process. The combination of heavy metals, bioaccumulated toxins, and processing chemicals makes shark one of the most dangerous foods any senior can consume. If you see any product labeled as shark, dogfish, or flakefish, avoid it completely. There are dozens of safer, healthier seafood options that provide the same nutrients without the toxic load. Dangerous seafood. Number 3. Orange roughy. Here's where things get really scary. Orange roughy looks innocent enough in the seafood case, but this deep-sea fish is a slow-growing species that can live over 150 years. That means the orange roughy on your plate could have been swimming in contaminated waters since before you were born, accumulating toxins for decades. Orange roughy contains mercury levels averaging 0.54 parts per million, but some samples have tested as high as 2.4 parts per million. For seniors whose detoxification systems are already compromised, this represents a serious neurological threat. But here's what's even worse. A 2021 study in the Journal of Food Contamination found that 73% of orange roughy samples contained detectable levels of cadmium, a heavy metal that specifically targets the kidneys and bones. For seniors already at risk for kidney disease and osteoporosis, cadmium exposure can accelerate both conditions dramatically. The fish is also extremely high in saturated fat and cholesterol compared to other white fish, making it a poor choice for seniors managing heart disease or high cholesterol. When you combine the heavy metal contamination with the cardiovascular risks, orange roughy becomes one of the worst possible seafood choices for anyone over 60. Most concerning of all, orange roughy is often imported from waters with minimal environmental oversight, meaning contamination levels can vary wildly. You're essentially playing Russian roulette with your neurological health every time you eat it. Skip orange roughy completely. There are dozens of better white fish options that provide clean protein without the toxic burden. Dangerous seafood. Number 2. Tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico. Most seniors have never heard of tilefish, but it's often sold in restaurants and markets under generic names like whitefish or catch of the day. Gulf of Mexico tilefish contains some of the highest mercury concentrations ever recorded in commercial seafood, with levels reaching over 1.45 parts per million. But mercury is just the beginning of the problem. The Gulf of Mexico has been contaminated by decades of industrial runoff, agricultural chemicals, and oil spills. Tilefish are bottom-dwelling fish that feed in the most contaminated sediments, concentrating toxins in their fatty tissues. A comprehensive study published in Environmental Toxicology found that Gulf tilefish contained measurable levels of over 40 different industrial chemicals, including pesticides, flame retardants, and petroleum byproducts. For seniors whose immune systems are already weakened, this toxic cocktail can trigger inflammatory cascades that accelerate aging and increase disease risk. Even more alarming, tilefish from the Gulf showed contamination with antibiotic-resistant bacteria, likely from agricultural runoff. Seniors who consume contaminated fish can develop antibiotic-resistant infections that are extremely difficult to treat. The fish also tends to be high in omega-6 fatty acids, which promote inflammation when consumed in excess. Combined with the chemical contamination, Gulf tilefish represents one of the most inflammatory foods a senior can eat. Always ask your fishmonger or server about the source of any white fish. If it's from the Gulf of Mexico, or if they can't tell you where it came from, choose something else. Your immune system and nervous system depend on it. Dangerous seafood. Number 1. Farmed Atlantic salmon. This is the big shock that will change how you shop forever. Farmed Atlantic salmon, which makes up over 90% of the salmon sold in grocery stores and restaurants, is one of the most contaminated foods in the modern food supply. And most seniors are eating it multiple times per week, thinking they're making a healthy choice. Here's the terrifying truth. Farmed salmon contains up to 10 times more PCBs, dioxins, and other persistent organic pollutants than wild salmon, according to research published in Environmental Science and Technology. These chemicals are stored in the fish's fatty tissues, exactly where seniors are told the healthy omega-3 oils are found. But it gets worse. Farmed salmon are fed a diet of processed fish meal, soy, and corn that's often contaminated with pesticides and heavy metals. They're also given antibiotics to prevent disease in their crowded pens, contributing to antibiotic resistance that can affect humans who consume the fish. A landmark study from the University of Albany found that seniors who ate farmed salmon twice per week for 6 months showed elevated levels of flame retardants in their blood that remained detectable for over a year after they stopped eating the fish. These chemicals are linked to thyroid dysfunction, immune suppression, and increased cancer risk. The artificial pink color in farmed salmon comes from synthetic astaxanthin, a chemical dye that can cause allergic reactions and digestive problems in sensitive individuals. Wild salmon gets its color naturally from eating krill and other crustaceans. Most disturbing of all, recent testing has found microplastics in over 80% of farmed salmon samples. These tiny plastic particles can cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in brain tissue, potentially accelerating cognitive decline. When you think you're buying healthy salmon, you're actually getting one of the most chemically contaminated foods available. Always choose wild-caught salmon, or better yet, choose the safer alternatives we'll discuss next. Now that we've covered the 5 most dangerous seafoods that seniors should avoid completely, let's flip the script and talk about the 5 most powerful healing seafoods that can actually reverse aging damage and add years to your life. These aren't just safe, they're medicinal foods that work like natural prescriptions for senior health. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Beneficial seafood number 5. Wild Atlantic mackerel. Remember how we warned against king mackerel? Well, wild Atlantic mackerel is the complete opposite. This smaller cousin contains minimal mercury while delivering one of the highest concentrations of heart-healing omega-3 fatty acids found in any food. With over 2,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA per 3.5-ounce serving, wild Atlantic mackerel provides more anti-inflammatory omega-3s than most fish oil supplements. But unlike supplements, it comes packaged with naturally occurring vitamins and minerals that enhance absorption. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine found that seniors who ate wild mackerel twice per week showed a 42% reduction in inflammatory markers within just 8 weeks. These same seniors also experienced improved memory, better sleep, and increased energy levels. Wild Atlantic mackerel is also one of the richest food sources of coenzyme Q10, a powerful antioxidant that supports heart health and cellular energy production. As we age, our natural CoQ10 production declines, making dietary sources increasingly important. The fish is also loaded with vitamin D, with a single serving providing over 200% of the daily requirement. For seniors who spend less time in the sun, this natural vitamin D can help maintain bone density and immune function. Choose wild Atlantic mackerel over king mackerel or Spanish mackerel. It's usually available canned, smoked, or fresh. The canned version is particularly convenient and has a longer shelf life while maintaining all the nutritional benefits. Beneficial seafood number 4. Wild Alaskan pollock. Most seniors overlook pollock, but this mild white fish from the pristine waters of Alaska is one of the cleanest, most sustainable protein sources available. With virtually no mercury contamination and minimal environmental toxins, it's ideal for seniors who need clean protein without the risks. Wild Alaskan pollock provides over 20 grams of complete protein per serving while being extremely low in calories and fat. This makes it perfect for seniors managing weight while trying to maintain muscle mass. What makes pollock special is its high concentration of selenium, a trace mineral that's crucial for thyroid function and immune health. Many seniors are deficient in selenium, which can lead to fatigue, poor immune response, and thyroid problems. Just one serving of pollock provides over 60% of your daily selenium needs. The fish is also rich in phosphorus and potassium, minerals that support bone health and cardiovascular function. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed white fish like pollock 3 times per week had significantly stronger bones and lower blood pressure than those who didn't. Pollock is the main ingredient in many fish sticks and imitation crab products, but these processed versions often contain added sodium, preservatives, and artificial colors. Choose fresh or frozen wild Alaskan pollock fillets instead. The mild flavor makes it extremely versatile. You can bake it with herbs, add it to soups and stews, or use it in fish tacos. It's one of the most senior-friendly fish available. Beneficial seafood number 3. Sardines. These tiny fish might be humble, but they're nutritional powerhouses that deliver more health benefits per ounce than almost any other food. Sardines are small enough that they contain virtually no mercury, but they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, complete protein, and bone-building nutrients. A single can of sardines provides over 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, plus 25 grams of complete protein. But what makes sardines truly special for seniors is their calcium content. Because you eat the soft bones, sardines provide more bioavailable calcium than most dairy products. Research published in Osteoporosis International found that postmenopausal women who ate sardines twice per week showed significantly improved bone density and reduced fracture risk compared to those who took calcium supplements. The combination of calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D in sardines works synergistically to support bone health. Sardines are also one of the richest food sources of vitamin B12, a nutrient that many seniors become deficient in due to reduced stomach acid production. B12 deficiency can cause fatigue, memory problems, and even depression in older adults. The fish also contains significant amounts of coenzyme Q10, selenium, and vitamin D. This combination of nutrients supports heart health, immune function, and cellular energy production. Choose sardines packed in olive oil or water rather than vegetable oils or heavy sauces. The olive oil versions provide additional heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. You can eat them straight from the can, add them to salads, or mash them into a paste for crackers or toast. Beneficial seafood number 2. Wild Pacific salmon. When we talked about farmed salmon being dangerous, we specifically meant the farmed Atlantic variety. Wild Pacific salmon is the complete opposite. It's one of the cleanest, most nutritious foods available to seniors. Wild Pacific salmon, including varieties like sockeye, coho, and chinook, are caught in the pristine waters of Alaska and the Pacific Northwest. These fish live their natural life cycle, eating their natural diet of krill, small fish, and marine algae that give them their vibrant color and incredible nutritional profile. A single serving of wild salmon provides over 1,800 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, plus 25 grams of complete protein. But the real magic is in the astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives salmon its pink color. Astaxanthin is one of the most potent antioxidants ever discovered, with anti-inflammatory power that's significantly stronger than vitamin E or beta-carotene. Research published in Marine Drugs found that seniors who consumed wild salmon regularly showed improved cognitive function, better joint health, and enhanced immune response. Wild salmon is also rich in vitamin D, B vitamins, and selenium. The combination supports brain health, energy production, and immune function. Studies have shown that seniors who eat wild salmon weekly have significantly lower rates of depression and cognitive decline. Always choose wild-caught over farmed. Look for labels that say wild Alaskan salmon or wild Pacific salmon. Avoid anything labeled just Atlantic salmon, as it's almost certainly farmed. Beneficial seafood number 1. Anchovies. This might surprise you, but anchovies are the ultimate superfood for seniors. These tiny fish pack more nutrition per ounce than virtually any other food on the planet, and they're so small they contain essentially zero mercury or other contaminants. A single serving of anchovies provides over 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, more than most fish oil supplements. But unlike supplements, anchovies provide these healthy fats along with complete protein, calcium, iron, and vitamin D. What makes anchovies truly extraordinary is their concentration of peptides, small protein fragments that have direct medicinal effects. Research published in Marine Biotechnology found that peptides from anchovies can help lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and even support weight management in older adults. Anchovies are also one of the richest sources of nucleotides, compounds that support immune function and cellular repair. As we age, our body's ability to produce nucleotides declines, making dietary sources increasingly important. The fish are typically sold preserved in salt or oil, which concentrates their nutrients even further. Just a few anchovies provide enormous nutritional benefits with minimal calories. Studies have shown that Mediterranean populations who consume anchovies regularly have some of the longest lifespans and lowest rates of heart disease in the world. The combination of omega-3s, protein, and bioactive compounds makes anchovies a true longevity food. You don't need to eat them whole if you don't like the taste. Anchovy paste can be added to sauces, soups, and salad dressings for a umami boost that enhances flavor while providing incredible nutrition. Just a teaspoon contains enough beneficial compounds to support heart and brain health. So there you have it. 5 dangerous seafoods that seniors should completely avoid, and 5 powerful ones that can actually reverse aging damage and support longevity. The difference between these choices isn't just about nutrition, it's about whether you're accelerating aging or fighting it. Most seniors are unknowingly consuming contaminated seafood that's slowly poisoning their bodies while missing out on the cleanest, most healing foods available. But with the right knowledge, you can turn your seafood choices into medicine. Remember, the seafood we ranked number 1 today delivers more anti-inflammatory compounds than most supplements, and studies show it can support heart health, brain function, and immune strength well into your 90s. That's the kind of data the processed food industry hopes you never see. But now you've seen it. So don't wait. Start making these swaps this week and watch what happens to your energy, clarity, and overall health. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when you give it the right tools. Also, don't forget to comment below. Which of these seafoods shocked you the most? We're reading and replying to every comment. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips for more no-fluff, science-backed senior health videos every single week. Your health is your wealth, and now you have the knowledge to protect it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.